Bella wasn't born rich. She came from the slums of Wellington, where every meal was a gamble and every friend could be an enemy by dawn. Her father was a retired soldier who drank away his pension, her mother, a street vendor who sold roasted plantains to feed 3 children. Bella grew up fighting, not for power, but for survival. By 16, she could disarm a man twice her size. By 18, she ran messages for street gangs. By 21, she controlled them. Rise of the Queen. It began with a robbery gone wrong. The Wellington Black Dogs, one of the most feared crews, planned to steal a diamond shipment headed to a Lebanese dealer in Goderich. Bella, then just a driver, was left behind after the deal turned into a shootout. The others fled, leaving her wounded and surrounded by police. But she refused to die or surrender. She hid inside a drainage tunnel for 3 days, bleeding, hungry, haunted. When she emerged, half dead, something inside her had changed. She promised herself that she would never again be used, betrayed, or abandoned. She tracked each man who left her to die. One by one, she made them vanish, some found floating by the river, others never found at all. When the streets whispered, "The Bullet Queen is coming," people learned to move out of her way. The Empire. Bella's power wasn't built on fear alone. She was clever, smarter than the men who underestimated her. She traded stolen weapons for gold, gold for land, and land for loyalty. Her clubs in Lumley and Aberdeen glittered like palaces, filled with ministers' sons, rich businessmen, and gangsters who bowed to her command. But her true wealth was hidden. Deep in the mountains near Bo, she ran an illegal mining network, guarded by her loyal soldiers known as the Shadows. They never spoke, never slept, never betrayed. Every diamond that came out of those mines passed through Bella's hands first. No one knew how rich she really was. Some said she had more money than the president. Others said she had bought her own private island off the coast. The betrayal. Her right-hand man, Malik Conte, had been with her from the beginning. She trusted him like a brother. He handled her accounts, her weapons, her security. But greed is a disease that grows quietly. Malik had been secretly selling her diamonds to a rival syndicate called the Phoenix Group. Bella found out when one of her miners was caught trying to smuggle raw stones through Kenema. Under torture, the miner confessed Malik's name. She didn't react immediately. She waited. For 3 weeks, she smiled in meetings, laughed in public, even poured wine for Malik. But on the night of the annual Queen's Feast, a grand celebration in her Aberdeen mansion, she made her move. As music thundered through the hall and guests danced in gold and silk, Bella raised a glass. "To loyalty," she said. Then she nodded once. The lights went out. When they came back on, Malik was on his knees, bloody, trembling, surrounded by her shadows. She looked at him, eyes cold as steel. "You stole from me, Malik. You forgot who made you a king." He begged, but she only smiled faintly. "I'm not God, but tonight, I'll show you how he punishes greed." A single gunshot echoed through the hall. No one screamed. The music resumed moments later, as if nothing had happened. Power, however, never lasts forever. The Phoenix Group retaliated, burning her warehouses, attacking her mines, bribing her soldiers. The government issued warrants for her arrest, and even her loyal shadows began to disappear. One night, the police stormed her mansion. Bella fought back, 2 pistols blazing, her red leather coat glistening with rain and blood. She escaped through the back door, wounded once again, but alive. For months, she vanished. Rumors spread that she fled to Liberia, others said she was hiding in the mountains, rebuilding. Then one morning, a convoy of black jeeps drove through Lumley. At the front sat Bella Koroma herself, alive, calm, wearing a white dress. She called a press conference at the National Stadium. In front of the cameras, she said, "I was born from the dirt, raised by betrayal, and crowned by bullets. You can destroy my empire, but you cannot kill my name. Then she turned and walked away. The lesson. Years later, children in the slums still whispered about her. Some said she became a queen in another land. Others said she built schools and hospitals in secret, using her old fortune. But those who knew her best said Bella had only one message for the world. Loyalty is more precious than gold. Betrayal costs more than death. And in every alley of Freetown, where young girls still dream of power and survival, the legend of Queen Bella, the Queen of Bullets, lives on.